My name is Larry Stewart. I'm trying to do the best I can with the phone and doesn't seem to want to switch to forward and backward during video. But I bought a piece of property here in Bradley County, up in the hills northwest of Cleveland, and I wanted to find out where the corners of the property were to give me an idea of the size. It's a 5-acre parcel. It's a good-sized parcel, and it happens to be on top of a ridge. And so I used the county site to find the exact, or pretty close to the correct GPS points. And I went out and I plugged the first ones into my iPhone in Google Maps and followed the little blue dot. And when it finally got to where I was within a foot of this. I found the stake first, and then at the base, I found a little metal stake driven into the ground with a little bit of a plastic flag on it. Now, I added the wooden stake with 3 flares on it, just so that you'd be able to find it more easily. But this is the parcel. It is 5 acres of just gorgeous country. It might be, no, I'm sorry, it's 5.9 acres. And it is on top of this gravel road that runs a ridge. There's the house across the street. And there's the road as it heads back towards town. And this gives you an idea of what the terrain is like here. Some of it drops off more in different places than what you're seeing right here. But there's no doubt to me that you could find a beautiful place to be able to put your house here. In fact, the previous owner told me that she and her husband had bought this property with the intention of cutting down the timber and using that to build their house. And they bought another property that happened to be closer to their daughter and built on the other one instead, but they always loved this property. Well, he passed away and she realized she was never going to build on it, so she sold it to me. This is the first time since 1977 that this parcel has been on the market. It's in a, I guess you'd call it a subdivision. Again, there is the marker, and I'm looking up the road, and my car is parked by the other marker, the other property corner. So I'm going to give you a little background while we take a walk up this road. Again, we can look to the right and see, looks like an outdoor patio area that the neighbor has for that house over there. And there's a lot of property here. So she decided to sell it to me, and I was thankful to get it. And I'll be frank with you, I bought it at a really good price, which allows me to turn around and sell it to you for a very fair price and still put some money in my 401k, which is why I do property. Oh, by the way, if you want to get another view of the property here, there's what it looks like. It's just beautiful. Notice the big trees. Now, there's a lot of small trees too, but there's a lot of big trees here that, according to her, and I've never built a house out of your own lumber before, but she says that some of these are hardwoods and would make good for having somebody clear out enough to be able to build your house. And it would also clear the view, because what you can't see through there, I can see it, is a view of the next ridge. She says there's a nice view of a valley below here, and the trees obscure that view. Anyway, I'm still walking along, and we've come a ways, and I'm still walking to where the other property marker is here. We're getting close. And there's some small saplings and such along the road here. So this other stake that I placed is actually kind of in the brush a little bit here. You'll have to pull up right alongside it to see it. But there's where I put the stake. I put a second stake up, and sometimes surrounding neighbors will pull up my property stakes to maybe discourage a new person. They like having the place to themselves, and I understand that. So I put a little red spot of paint on that pipe that is back there also, just so that you could find it. Anyway, so that's a little bit of tour of the property, and I'm going to include a lot of extra information on this website, and you can have this property for yourself for whatever your plans are. By the way, I'll show there is a neighbor at the end of this gravel road. There they are. So please explore, look around, read the information I provided. If you have any additional questions, then give me a call. My name is Larry Stewart, LarrySellsLand.com.